And in the next part, after talking about add point and add a split line, it's time to talk about pick supports, as you can see, which defines split lines and creates constant bearing lines for the slab when you select a beam. So it is used when we get some structural elements like beams and we want to add these beams on the metal decks, for example. In the continuation, let me give you some examples. I open level 2 and then I want to delete the slab here. Let me make some copies, or as we have worked with array tool, I want to array this element. Move to last linear, then I specify the distance and 10 for the number. Afterwards, I select floor. I can select the metal deck in this example, then pick. However, here we do not have walls. Let me cancel the process. Structural floor. This time I want to use pick supports, as you can see, while we use the rectangle in the architectural floors. Finish. Watch this, the result. Check it out. I want to open the 3D view and then I maximize the view. Right now, suppose that I want to put it on the beams. We need to click on big supports and then we click on the beams. Watch this. And the support line is created, which is dependent to the beams. Watch this. This is the result. And right now, if I select the beam and then specify 500s in 500s for a start and end level offset. Check it out. Let me specify 0 for start and end level offset. Then I want to ungroup these and test them. 500s, 500s. Again, select pick supports. Then I click on it. Watch this, and as you can see, the beam is under the floor. Again, I want to specify 0, and then we can click and pick. Watch this. Then it will be dependent to the element, wherever you click. Then by using modify sub element, we can click on them and then select these, or specify the previous value, like this, or selecting the points, moving them, and you can shape the floor based on the other structural elements. And note that we do not have any necessity to click floor structural because it does work out, but I use the structural floor to be able to use the pick support instead of using line or rectangle actually. So you don't have to use a structural floor if you want to use pick supports of shape editing, because it is available in the architectural floors as well. And here in shape editing, as you can see, preview points, which has been added to the new version, which enables to display shape edit point on hover and select. And note that you're gonna use this option of shape editing in your projects. If we select these floors, as you can see, the points here are visible since we have edited them for once, and sometimes it is confusing and also annoying and talking about the displayment, especially in the large scale projects. So I don't want them to be shown selected. I mean, here we can uncheck preview points. Then, if we select these elements again, the points and the edges are not visible anymore. Watch this. Check none. Floors. Watch this. Again, we select them and check the preview. Then you'll see the points of the floors that have been edited. The preview points. and if we uncheck the preview points, they will be hidden. So its usage is only this, only for controlling the displayment of the points, the preview points in the project when they are selected. Again, I want to reset this and then uh, move on. The next point in editing, here we got a option which is convert line. As you can see, I want to talk about it. Note that here in visibility graphics, override in floors, if I expand it, then here we got a split lines, slap edges, and folding lines. Watch this. I want to change the pattern of the folding lines, red and solid, and 5 for weight. But for a split line, I want to choose blue and a line for the pattern and then one for the weight, line weight. And these are the lines of these two anyway. Okay, here as you can see, we got the split lines. We select them, then using add split lines, I want to draw a split line or add, and as you can see, it is displayed like a split line since I have used a split line. But if I want to add a point and set 250 for offset from level, watch this. As you can see, it is shown like a folding line. Let me specify a negative value, minus 250. Revit software enables us to control the visibility of these lines in here, or editing the type of the lines or line patterns, watch this, or hide them like this way, controlling the color, line pattern, line weight. But sometimes when we select a split line, nothing changes since we have added a split line. But if you want to convert the folding lines to the split lines, as soon as I select them, watch this, convert lines, then we can select each of them. Afterwards, clicking on convert lines, you can convert folding lines to split lines. As you can see, look at this, we just have converted this by this way, and we have selected a direct line, a straight line, and here we got a folding line and a split line by this way. So if you wanted to convert the folding lines to the split lines, you can use this approach. Again, I reset the shape to return them to their default mode. Again, add a split line. I draw a line here, and one more line, and the other line by this way. Then, if I want to delete some points or some edges, we just need to select them and then press down the key of delete, as I showed you. And right now, let me show you the result that the structure has changed. Here we got the split line and the folding lines by this way. So put this into consideration, that we can convert them, reset them, delete them, and